live from the six, man. Salute to millions.co for providing me with this great interview and get me a chance to meet other fighters and get your stories out to you guys so you guys can meet the new fighters, man. And today I got with me Brent Reed hailing from Houston, bro. What's going on, man?
How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, bro. You watch any boxing this weekend? I know there was the big fight was
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Netflix yesterday.
the Regis fight. I
Yeah.
watched. I didn't get to watch the main event, but I watched the Regis fight. I'm a big Regis Progress fan, so
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
he used to train out there in Houston, right?
Yeah,
Regis
he actually
Progress?
he actually came out of the gym I started at, Savannah Boxing.
Wow. Wow, bro. Shout out to him, man. You ever get to
Yeah.
see him in there
Yeah,
anytime?
I used to see him in the gym back in the day before he started getting real big, and then doing the superstar thing. He a superstar
Right.
now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's an honor to be from the same gym as him and the Charlos, Juan Diaz. A lot of top guys came from the gym that I started out of.
Wow, man. Yeah. So tell me how you got started in that. Cause I mean, shoot. That sound like a good gym to be starting in one.
Oh yeah, no, it was, and it taught me a lot, man. It actually taught me how to be a dog. I was already a dog, but when I
Yeah.
got there, if you didn't have no heart, you were people were gonna find out fast because they threw you in there with way more experienced people and everything. But I was doing the mixed martial arts thing at first, and
hmm
uh, I actually met somebody who knew the Savannahs that was real close to the Savannahs. He's like an uncle to me now. I still he's like
Okay.
yeah, like a family friend. He's like an uncle to me, but he introduced me to the Savannahs, and they took me under their wing, and ever since then, uh the rest was history.
Nice. Nice, man. So would you say that going into boxing was like a personal choice? Like you like boxing better than the MMA?
I actually loved the MMA and the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I was doing that with the Gracies before I went to the boxing. I actually love it still to this day, but
Yeah.
something about the boxing, man, and if done properly, it's like an art. It's like somebody pulling out a blank canvas and painting a beautiful picture. When
Yeah.
done skillfully and masterfully, you see it's like Floyd. It's like Shakur Stevenson. It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. It definitely an art form. Not everybody sees it like that, but for the ones who are like the student of the games, yeah, man, it's definitely art, man.
There's
So
there's
how
po- there's poet there's poeticness and violence as well.
exact, yeah, man, yeah. They don't like to hear that or see that, but nah, bro. The real ones like it, bro. I love when I can see a guy break down a guy in a certain way where you just watching it through the rounds, he just breaking them down and then,
Yeah, and that
eventually
guy in his corner is doing everything to try to stop it, and sometimes they
yes.
can't. Sometimes they
Exactly.
can. They can detour it, and then you
Right,
gotta do this. You gotta go under the. But then, like you said, there's times where guys like when Earl Spence was in his prime, he was just breaking everybody down.
right.
He was
Yeah,
just
man, that
breaking
was
them down. It was boxers that were better than him, but at the time he was just breaking you down.
just an absolute dog, man. So, growing up in Houston, Texas, is like boxing big out there? Or would you
It
say
actually
MMA?
is now. Like back in the day, it
Mm,
wasn't really a big boxing hub, and we didn't have really a lot of promoters. We didn't have really a lot of Houston homegrown boxers to look up to. We had the Charlos. They're not born here, but they trained and came out of Houston. Came out of the Savannahs in their
yeah,
amateur time. Or like I said, we had Regis. He's not from here, but dudes like that came up in the amateur circuit in Houston. And other than that, it wasn't big. But man, you fast forward to today, and we got promoters that put on shows monthly. We got
mhm,
some of the biggest names coming to Houston to spar, coming to Houston
yeah,
to train. We got the J Prince Gym. I trained and fought amateur at the J Prince Gym for 2 years as well. And
nice.
home of Shakur Stevenson is here. So it's a huge hub now. Like California is always like the capital of boxing, and Houston is becoming like its next door neighbor.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. We're hearing a lot about Houston these days, and obviously the training down there. Isn't Ronnie Shields? down there as
Yeah, yeah,
well?
we got Ronnie Shields down here.
Yeah.
We got Timothy McKnight. We got Dominic Gwynn. If everybody's listening, everybody watching, I don't know if you've heard of Dominic Gwynn. He went on a
Mhm.
heavyweight tear back in the day. I
Okay.
believe they said he went like 25-0
Oh,
before he
damn.
ever was getting challenged. And he was a big name in the boxing heavyweight community back then. And he actually was one of the people that trained at Savannah's. And I still have him on social media. He still trains out here as well. So that's another big name. It's a lot of people out here. That I'm it's others that I'm leaving out, but
Right.
nothing but accomplished people that are out here, that might not get the recognition that they deserve. But Houston, like I said, is a major hub now for boxing.
Yeah, man. So where did the nickname Cartel come from? Because I am Jamaican, bro. So I think of Vibes Cartel when you say that. But
It's really when you say it like in English, like American, it's cartel, but it's really like cartel. You like cartel,
okay,
and it's a nickname I got back in the day, man. I probably got the nickname when I was like 18, and everybody was just like calling me cartel, cartel, and somewhere along the line it stuck, and I was like, man, like people were calling me it, and I didn't even uh like take the name like as my nickname yet. They were just calling me.
yeah,
But so I was like, it kind of stuck, and people liked hearing it, so I just kept it and ran with it, man. It's just a little high school,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, for sure.
teenager thing. But I put the K on it and separated it. Tried to separate it from what other people think of the cartel,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just try to make it more of a like a persona, more or less than a nickname. And now I'm a professional boxer, so it's become more or less like a brand.
for sure, man. That's what it's got to be. Got to
Yeah.
get the branding.
Mhm.
What would you say is like the hardest part about starting late in boxing, going into the pros, and adjusting to that?
More or less the guys that are already been in it for so long, skilled, and as you know, this is a sport. You do it for 10 years, that's still like nothing. You're still like a baby. And
Yeah,
this is my 12th year boxing. And I'm still learning. I'm still trying to master things and master my craft. It'll never stop. But it was difficult, man. Like I said, when I started with the Savannahs, they threw me in there and I was sparring guys that had 30, 40 plus amateur fights. I was sparring guys in like the first, second month that were pros.
yeah,
I had my ribs fractured. I had my nose broke. Uh I've had both of my eyes blacked. I've had, you name it, stitches,
yeah,
broken teeth. You name it, I've had it, and that's just things that you charge to the game as a boxer, But yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I had my first amateur fight within 3 weeks of boxing, and
wow,
they told me, they like, we got you signed up for a fight, and then after that fight, I had another tournament, Games of Texas tournament here in Houston, and I had that the week after that fight. So I was starting to get active right away, and it built me up to be able to be the boxer I am today. So
yeah, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, I would say there was no shortage of sparring then in your gym, like,
no, no, we spar a lot. Even at my gym now with my current coach, we spar a lot, a lot. We do a lot of sparring drills, sparring techniques, but uh, you can hit the bag all day. You can't simulate a fight, and the closest
right,
way to ever simulate a fight in boxing or mixed martial arts is to spar.
right.
And the mind reacts differently. You can spar 100 times and whoop everybody 100 times, and then you get into fight and you get hit, and your brain makes different decisions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
best way
seen
is to
that
spar.
before, man. What would you say is like the biggest mental, like toughest mental part of boxing? Because I mean, some people think it's just punches, throwing jabs and hooks, but like there's so much
It's
more.
crazy you said that. I swear it's crazy you said that, because I had made a post not too long ago, and I was like, it was a post that actually, like, the memes that people making. It was Denzel Washington, and he was like making a face, and it had said, "You think boxing is just all punching?
Yeah,
There's more to it. People think it's just jabs and punches, and then that's just it. It's more or less like chess than it is just hop you, you hop me, checkers.
Right.
Checkers, it's simple. You punch, I punch, you punch, I punch, you punch, I punch. It's like a chess. It's you strategically have to figure me out because I'm strategically trying to figure you out, and
Right.
you gotta checkmate. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's tough, man. It is not nowhere. Actually, the IQ level that you have to be able to box is astronomical. You gotta be super intelligent to be able to adrenaline pumping, thinking under pressure, thinking under all these people, the lights, the
Yeah.
animosity. That takes a super intelligent person. Same with mixed martial art. Any type of combat sports. I never take somebody lightly in combat sports. I mean, it takes all of the intelligence that you could think of.
No, for sure, man. It does, bro. A lot of people underestimate that part of boxing. Like they just think it's just rock 'em, sock 'em. But
Yeah.
so much more to it when you're in there, man. But yeah, man. I also saw that you said you're a single father. How is it? Because that's a lot of balancing of life, bro. You taking care of your son, getting to the gym. How do you balance it all? And is that the biggest challenge right now you're having?
uh, it's I wouldn't more or less say a challenge because it's a blessing, in my situation, being a single father is a blessing for me. Maybe not for my son, and it's been so long that he's starting to understand sometimes how life works, and
Yeah,
it's had its bitterness and it has its sweetness, so uh more or less it's a blessing, man, and how I've always gotten through it is just praying and just being thankful. And there was a time that I didn't have my son, and I prayed on it every single day, and I uh I begged God I would change this and that, I would do everything, and he answered my prayers. So man, it has its challenges, yes, but is it challenging? I would say not really. I mean, being a parent there's no handbook on that. People write books
yeah,
that you try to read, and like the when your baby mama was pregnant, you trying to read the books and you're trying to do all this stuff and you're trying to, but even then you can't
yeah.
simulate being a parent. So
Yeah, man, I agree, brother. It's just, I kind of
but
say it's just like boxing in a way, man. Like you can train for that person all you want, but till
can't
that night,
simulate it. No,
you
but
don't
it's
know what
good
you're getting
though.
into.
It's good, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, brother. I see you also did some modeling, man. Like, was that your first thing you was doing it, or
no,
boxing was always?
oh, sorry about that. No, I actually always been doing modeling. I just I was doing it on like a lower scale, and then
Yeah,
I started taking it more serious maybe like the last 2 years, and I was getting like serious offers to do photo shoots. I was getting serious like job offers, serious like gig offers, and
nice.
I took the opportunities. I had a bunch of paid, almost every photo shoot you see I did last year. The flights were paid for, the
Hmm.
shoots were paid for. So uh, I just started getting more serious with it, and then just recently, man, I've been on the boxing thing, and the modeling I'm still doing, but I just been locked in and fight after fight after fight, and then the training camp, and then being I have a fight and then go right back into training camp like 2 weeks later,
Yeah,
3 weeks later. So I've been just busy with that, and then I told myself with so much going on with the airports, I'll wait for it to like get a little better before I try to fly anywhere
yeah,
and get
yeah, for
stuck. I'm
real.
not a guy that likes to go and wait. I go early in the morning where the line is like nobody.
Yeah,
When I see a
get out
line, I'm
quick.
like, I can't do this. This ain't for me.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, nobody want to be up in the airports all day.
No,
That's
no, but
that's
yeah,
not
I still
fun.
got that going. I still got that going. But it was just something I always did, man. Something I always did, and
Yeah.
started taking it more serious. And yeah,
Get
I'm
any
still
like
hoping.
big brand gigs? Like,
Yeah, I
um,
did a couple shoots with Calvin Klein,
okay,
and yeah, and I actually got emailed by them, and I'm trying to do some future work with them, and hopefully I
right.
can get signed or get something going with them permanently. But I did some photo shoots with them. I did photo shoots with Tommy Hilfiger.
Mhm.
I did a Tom Ford photo shoot.
Nice.
Yeah, so just whatever opportunity presents itself, man, we're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one do you think had the best shoot for you? Like, which one
Calvin
had the
Klein.
best
I
shoot?
shot with
Calvin
Calvin
Klein.
Klein a few times last year, and
Hmm.
every time I shot with them, it was pretty dope.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, man. That's good to hear, brother. I always like when people have like stuff going on outside of boxing. Because boxing can be sometimes a game where you're just waiting for a fight and you're not getting paid. Like you gotta
Right.
have something going on in the back, man. So salute to you for sticking with that, and obviously it's paying off, man. Got a couple fun questions, just a couple quick hitters. What's your favorite Houston spot to eat at when you're like done a fight or at a training camp?
Ooh, I would have to say the Cheesecake Factory. And people
Hey,
always, you've seen the little list of the women rated the Cheesecake Factory like the worst spot.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't understand
yeah,
why. I love the Cheesecake Factory. That'll tell me a lot about a woman if I took her to Cheesecake Factory and she had a problem with it. Like,
yeah.
you can
I
get
feel
whatever you
you.
want on the menu. They got every type of different genre of food,
Hmm.
cultural background of food, and it's good food, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. What's your favorite walkout song?
Ooh, this has been my last walk. This has been my only walkout song so far for my last three fights. Superstar Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out to Lupe.
yeah. Shout out to Lupe. It'd be nice to get him to walk me out and perform that when I come out to one of my fights. That would be dope. Lupe,
Hey,
holla at me. Lupe Fiasco, holla at me,
yeah.
man. We get
Shout out
get
to
in
Lupe,
touch.
man.
Yeah.
What's one celebrity when you get to the big fights, man? What's one celebrity you want to see ringside rooting you on, man?
Oh, I'm glad you asked this question because there's only one I'm not really a big celebrity guy, man. I'm pretty chill. Uh I've always looked at myself special, looked at myself like I'm just as good as somebody that has a multi-million dollar company, even
Yeah,
though I might not financially be on their level, but that's just always how I had the heart and the mind on the inside. Is I'm just as good as them, just like you. You're just as good as them as well. But
yeah.
uh, the one person I would want to meet, man, and see, especially cheering for me, is Mike Tyson.
Hey, oh Mike really be supporting boxing, man. He be at the
Mike Tyson,
fights.
man, just for him to even just give her like a look see real quick, it would be good for me. Like who is that?
Yeah, shout out to Mike,
Uncle Mike.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's one of my most favorite boxers and favorite people. So it would be a win-win for me on both ends.
yeah, man. I think Mike Tyson's just a huge inspiration in boxing, man. You can obviously see he's on the right side of life now, man. He's learned a lot throughout his years, and I'm glad he's giving back to the whole boxing community, just talking to the kids and everything he does, man. All right, last one here. Your dream brand collaboration. Like if anybody came to you with a contract, said, "Yo, man, we trying to link up with you," who would you want to be that person or that brand?
Oh man, I had a lot of thought about this, and it would have to be Under Armour, man.
Okay,
If I could sign with any top major brand ever, to me, man, it would be Under Armour.
yeah.
I
What you like about Under Armour though, like the
Oh, everything, man. I've never bought anything from Under Armour. Their shoes, their the workout tights, their
mhm,
tops, their bottoms. I've never bought socks. I've never gotten anything from Under Armour that I did not like. And for
nice,
me being an athlete, it works for me. Some socks are too thin. And you got some socks that don't that feel funny when you train and you sweat a lot, but
yeah,
Under Armour, perfect for me. I work out in Under Armour tights every day, perfect for me. And that would just
nice,
be
man.
a perfect brand collaboration, brand dream signing for me. Under Armour. That
Yeah,
would be
that's dope, man. Under Armour, yeah, shout out to them, man. They've been around. Obviously, Anthony Joshua made them famous to me in boxing.
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to them, man. Under Armour, they've been doing their thing, man. But yeah, man, you want to give a shout out to anybody, sponsor you or anything like that?
Yeah, yeah. I want to shout out Cologne Butter.
Nice.
Cologne Butter, they've sponsored me every single one of my pro fights, and they were one of my first sponsors for my first pro fight and one of my first sponsors ever. So Thank you, Cologne Butter. Thank you. I want to shout out Coolio Fitness, Coolio Sauna shirts, Coolio's. I've done 3 paid partnerships with them so far, and I'm looking to try to get a actual athlete sponsorship from them
Nice.
and make it official. So Coolio Fitness, thank you, and I want to thank also as well the promotions that I've been fighting for so far. Texas Combat Sports,
Okay.
Texas Combat Sports. I want to thank you, Ryan, and
Thanks,
I
man.
want to thank Millions for
Oh,
having
for
me.
sure. For sure, brother. When's the next fight, man? You got anything cooking up, or you gonna be just chilling for now?
No, no, man, active. That's at my age, man, I'm just trying to be active while I still got it.
Yeah,
So
I feel you.
uh June 20th, that Juneteenth weekend. So I believe the 19th is a Friday and the 20th is Saturday.
Yep.
They have a show coming up, my promotions here in Houston. So I'm looking to be on the Juneteenth show. And it would be nice too, Juneteenth is big for us African Americans.
Yep.
So it'd be nice to be able to fight on that weekend and represent and
A- Absolutely,
but
man. That'd be dope, man. That'd be
yeah, it would be
dope.
dope, be dope. And then maybe May 20th, maybe this is just a maybe. We're hoping to get the call, but I got to offer a nice purse to fight in California, San Diego.
Okay.
So
All
we might
right.
try to take that one too and do that one before the June fight.
Yeah, man. I hope you get it, bro. Because like you said, staying active is the big thing,
Oh yeah.
and that'd be a good opportunity for you to get out to Cali and maybe knock somebody out quick, and then get back and get the June fight.
Oh yeah. I always say too, man, if it's gonna challenge me or make me better or help me evolve in any way, man, sign me up. And as a man, that's what we live off of, being challenged,
For real.
testing us, something that'll test us, something that'll make us when we enter, something that'll make us tougher and stronger and more indestructible when we exit. So it would be nice to go out there, test my skills, man, and that's part of being a professional fighter. And
Yeah.
also too, the money is nice. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. More. Yeah.
so
It comes.
we
It
we
comes
can
with
go
it,
with that.
bro.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure, bro. But salute to you, Brent, man, for coming through. I want to appreciate you for taking time out of your day to come and speak with me and my community. And yeah, man, we'll definitely have you back on. Probably after June when you done all your fights. Get you
Oh
back
yeah,
up on
man.
here with the update. And yeah, bro, we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much, Ryan. God
I
bless.
appreciate you, man. God bless. Peace.